Hi guys, welcome to the Big Talk with me, your host Arabna and
Big.
Okay, so today we are going to be talking about some stories that made mad waves this year. And to help us do that, we have Edward Blagoji of blagoji.com, NOB, president of Renzo Music, and also a PR to some Nigerian acts, notably Pato Rankin. Hi, how are you doing?
You're doing great.
Nice. Can you tell us a bit about your website?
My website is blagoji.com. I work with Today newspaper.
Okay.
And also I have a blog, blagoji.com. Basically showbiz, strictly here in Ghana, and that's all. And no, strictly showbiz in Africa, and that's all. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So speaking of trending news, I'm sure you heard about Stonebwoy and Zylofon, right?
Yes.
The whole thing,
yes.
car.
The whole brouhaha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what you think about it? Is it fair that Zylofon takes a card that they didn't give to him instead?
Well, to me, in the first place, I believe that Zylofon Media knows the right thing, like they said on the radio station, that they themselves believe that the car was assigned to Stonebwoy for an official duty.
Okay.
And for let's say, I don't know, the manager or the management coming for the car itself that very day was some kind of, I don't know the word that they used that very day, but I believe that in a nutshell, it isn't that good because an artist,
wasn't proper.
Yes, it wasn't proper because an artist is supposed to work with the car given to him, assigned to him, wherever it is that he or she or whatever it is that he's doing.
But even that, it wasn't the car. That car wasn't the car they gave to him.
I think it's Hyundai Sonata. Hyundai Sonata, and I believe that car was given due to the activities that Stonebwoy was going to do.
Yeah.
So if Stonebwoy has been given a car to go and do an assignment or to go and have something to do, a show or to do anything, at the end of the day, it is the duty of the company to make sure that the car given to the artist must surely be returned back to their office, and which for you to go there to embarrass him that very day, I think it's a no-no to me. So Zylofon themselves should try and then beef up their way of working, and I think with that one it will promote our industry and support our entertainment and the good works that they are doing as well. Yeah.
Okay, so Obi, what do you think?
I want to ask the car in question. Is
Yes,
it a car given to him as a sign of something, or is a car just assigned for a particular duty?
Well, like Zylofon, they say their trademark is
the Hyundai Sonata.
Hyundai Sonata.
But if they sign an artist,
So if they sign an artist, automatically you get an Hyundai Sonata. But
it
what
belongs to you?
No, they didn't state that. All they said is the artist gets a Hyundai Sonata for your daily rounds, but they were not specific whether it's for the artist or it's just for official duty.
Okay.
You get it?
And talking about the incident,
the
car that was supposedly taken from him before, but it wasn't taken away.
No, it
It's
wasn't.
a Benz.
Yes, a
So we're
Benz.
talking about Hyundai Sonata.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm confused.
Okay, so I was there.
Yeah, we were both
So
there.
the whole story is like this. They said Stonebwoy was supposed to return
The
the
car.
Hyundai Sonata on that day,
Okay.
but then he didn't. So I don't know what went on backstage, but then I think they wanted to take the Benz, take it to their office. So Stonebwoy returned the Sonata.
Let me not cut you short. Is the returning of the car linked to the in-house problem between the two parties, or
That's what I'm
or
assuming.
they have a duration before the car was given to him? They have a duration that you have to return the car after this year or number of years or number of months.
Well, to
Sorry,
me,
I'm asking
like
you
with
because I'm the
you
one
are
interviewing
asking.
you.
Yeah.
But the fact is, the Zylofon's contracts, all the ones they've signed, they've not really briefed the press about like what is
it
they only
in
just
the
give us
program?
a brief like I've signed Stonebwoy, I've given him a car, there's a duration. With Stonebwoy there was no amount mentioned. You get it? But from what Zylofon were trying to say, I think the internal brouhaha, Stonebwoy was supposed to return everything that was like officially given to him.
Okay, so it's linked to the internal issues.
Yeah, from indication, it happened immediately after the Zylofon car show in Legon.
Yeah.
Where Stonebwoy was mounting the stage and every branding of Zylofon was taken down.
According to reports.
Yeah, according to reports.
So back to the question. What do you think? The way they went about the situation, was it
the
proper?
way they went about the situation is not the right process.
Okay.
because if you've given a car to your artist, because it's still a Zylofon artist,
Yeah.
as we talked, Stonebwoy is still a Zylofon signed artist. So if you give a car to your signed artist and you want to take it, it's not supposed to be done in a public domain where fans were there for a show
Okay.
in an incident like that. Okay, so to me, it wasn't done in the right way.
That's
Whoever
all.
was in charge or whatever, it wasn't done in the right way. It wasn't handled properly.
But don't you think a blame can be portioned to Beam Nation since, like Zylofon said, he was supposed to return the car by 1 p.m. that same day, but he failed to do it?
And he appeared on a show that was a Zylofon show earlier.
Yeah.
So why didn't they take the car from that
the-
show
yeah.
before he left for the other show?
That's true.
Maybe they just wanted to revenge or something like that. You know, going to disgrace you maybe in a public.
They could have done it in Legon, as Legon is bigger in terms of audience than where it happened.
But it was their show. They can't do it on their show. It will be bad for them on their own
Okay,
platform.
so the mission was to destroy another show that is not
That-
Zylofon.
yeah.
Not, I won't say destroy, but it looked like something like that.
So in a nutshell, it wasn't done properly. Professionally, it wasn't done properly.
Okay.
To me.
But then at the same event, there was gun fired. As I said, we were there, so we saw it.
Gunshot,
Okay.
yeah.
And also, Stonebwoy was screaming, "Zylofon wants to kill me,
Okay.
you pussy," like such remarks.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
something.
How do you-
I think something provoked that. And as he said in an interview I watched, it was for self-defense because
Yeah.
they came with thugs, as we call
Yeah,
them,
they did.
to take the car. And I think what he did was what he was supposed to do.
Okay. So do you think it was proper for Bulldog himself to come like to the venue and act the way he did?
He's the artist manager for Zylofon Media.
Okay.
So anything in relation to artists, he is the boss.
Yeah, but it's not an enforcer for cars.
Well, I think for me, I believe strongly that very day before the car was given out to Stonebwoy, it was I think Bulldog granted an interview later, and then he made mention that the car was due for servicing, and the manager for the vehicle or whatever they give their position to their record label. I believe that they made it known that the car given to Stonebwoy was due to service, and at the end of the day, they hurriedly went to the venue to go in for the car, which was due to service. And by then, the manager for the vehicle were, worrying. Bulldog said that time he was getting a lot of calls and then a lot of backlash from the manager himself. So they had to hurriedly go to the venue for the car instance. But to me, like I said earlier, it wasn't good. And like
And
my
even at
brother,
the time it happened,
the time that happened.
Yeah, if they should have taken the car that time, when they were going to send the car for servicing that time, that time.
Yeah.
I feel that was gimmick, but I'm not sure it was due for service.
But in another context or in another angle, I believe that it can also toe in this line where the Legon show was organized by Zylofon Media, and we have Kelvin Boy also doing his show at the Paloma Bar, the Champs Bar. Here lies the case whereby Kelvin Boy is not a Zylofon signed artist, but he is with the Beam Nation, which is Stonebwoy's music record label, and Stonebwoy also showing up to his sons in quote to go and perform with the Zylofon duty. One way or the other, it's also obliged. I don't know per their rules as Zylofon Media. The manager or the vehicle or the whatever it is can equally go in for the car which is due for servicing. But not to say that yes, that was the right channel, like for them to go there to go and disgrace and go and make a whole lot of fight and then gunshots here and there. But I believe that for me, Kelvin Boy's show wasn't liaised with Zylofon Media. They were not the organizers of the show.
But they were part of sponsors.
Zylofon Media
Yes,
was part of the
Zylofon
sponsors.
FM.
Okay.
Was part of the sponsors. And
Okay.
Zylofon FM is associated with Zylofon Media.
Okay. Then that one too is also cool. If only, but what you were saying that they were the media partners
On
for.
the flyer they were.
Okay,
On
then
the
cool.
flyer. If
Yeah.
the flyer is not lying, they're not lying.
Okay.
Okay.
So right now, what do you think? So Stonebwoy Zylofon, like, hasn't I feel this whole fracas has affected the relationship of these two brands because Zylofon organized a show in Aflao. Stonebwoy was in there, even though he was close. He was in Soga Kope, which is like an average drive from Aflao.
Yeah.
But he didn't go and perform. And when Stonebwoy is performing on stages, you can see his performances are like messages. I want to be free. Set me free. And even when he won the Dancehall Artist of the Year, this is what he said. Thank you to the Nana Apiama, CEO of Men's Good.
Okay.
But this is also the CEO of Zylofon Media. But he chose to associate him with Men's Good, not Zylofon Media.
So we are in an industry where artists would like to ride on controversies to, let the media keep on talking, like as we are doing here right now. So I believe that is one of those things. Maybe he might also say is that he forgot to, mention the record label's name. You and I, we are not in Stonebwoy that, at the end of the day, we have to tell Stonebwoy that mentions Zylofon Media, and he decided to mention Men's Good because maybe he wants to create the buzz and the news out there. Which, that very day, after picking a reggae dancehall artist of the year, on social media, people were asking the question that why did he say CEO of Men's Good instead of Zylofon Media, because he signed on to Zylofon Media and not Men's Good.
Yeah. Obi, do you have something to say?
I think
He said it all. Okay. All right.
But then I feel the relationship is not like the way it used to.
But we saw them together in Kumasi.
Yes, we saw them together in Kumasi taking the picture. But then after that, what's what?
And that's what I'm saying. Right? To me, it's like, Charlie, make we make the noise. Definitely, you'll be there. Let the noise be made. Because at the end of the day, one way or the other, it's pushing the Zylofon Media agenda, and it's pushing the artists themselves as well.
Really?
Yes, because for now yes, exactly.
Per contract, contractual issues. So he's still signed to Zylofon.
Yeah.
So
Until then,
contract is terminated.
But then I've observed one thing. I've not heard Stonebwoy speak on Zylofon.
Yeah.
Oh, are you sure?
For like a while now, for like this whole year.
I think he has done
This whole
an
year.
interview.
This whole year.
If not for this whole year, last year he granted
But
an
you're
interview.
talking about this year is when the whole issue popped up.
Oh.
In fact, they popped up after Shatta was signed. People were like, it's because Shatta Wale has been signed.
But the fact that
1.5
but the fact that Stonebwoy is with Zylofon Media, it's not like
It doesn't guarantee.
or it's not obliged for him to
platform.
to give that radio interview or prominence to other stations.
If there's no program or whatever he's linked to that will allow him go on the platform, I think he's not guaranteed to speak on their platform anyhow, anytime.
I believe if it were to be, Black Rasta would want to interview Stonebwoy. Definitely Stonebwoy will allow.
Yes.
He will not say no. Okay, or like Lagazi did that same interview with him, and then he made mention of self-defense and blah blah blah. So at the end of the day, it's mandatory to the Zylofon Media organization and their radio station should make sure that if we have Black Rasta, then Black Rasta is known to Stonebwoy. He knows Stonebwoy very well. At the end of the day, Stonebwoy will never say no to Black Rasta's interview. You understand? So I think that's the idea. We should leave it for them to, answer them themselves.
Okay, so thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us. Thank you. We'd love to have you here again.
Okay.
Thank you so much.